On the fierce Ethiopian plateau, the red dawn shines down on the steep cliffs and deep valleys. That seemingly quiet place hides a storm of power that is silently rising. Here, the throne is never stable. Just a moment of negligence, blood will be shed to determine the ruler. Ethiopia, the bloody power war of the Galada monkeys. The Ethiopian plateau stands like a giant wall, where the cold wind whistles through the steep cliffs. The red dawn shines down, turning the dry, rocky land into a fiery arena. Under the mist, sparse grass stretches like a fragile carpet between the abyss of life and death. In this harsh place, the silence is just a cover for the storms of power that are waiting to explode. From the high mountain slopes, sloppy figures begin to appear in the mist. These are the special inhabitants of the Ethiopian plateau, the Gelada monkey, a primate species found only here. With shaggy golden-brown fur, thick manes covering their shoulders like a cloak, they have an unusually majestic appearance. On their chests stands out a bright red patch of skin, shaped like a drop of blood, a distinctive mark, like a flame of power always burning among the herd. They gather in large groups on the sloping grass, sitting and gnawing on tree roots and young grass, their skillful hands turning over clumps of soil. But behind that peace is a complex society, where power and territory are decided only by violence. In the seemingly chaotic noise, there still exists an invisible order. Each small group revolves around a dominant male, with a group of females and young. But that throne has never been stable. On the slopes of Ethiopia, the tense eyes of young males are burning with ambition. They long to overthrow the leader, to gain reproductive privileges, and become the true master of the herd. If the leader shows even a hint of weakness, the fragile order will immediately crack. And when the flames of defiance flare up, the entire pack will be swept into a bloody chaos. A loud roar tears through the tense atmosphere. The fight breaks out. Screams echo across the mountainside, the females retreat quickly, clutching their young. All around, the young males watch, their eyes burning with anticipation for the outcome. The screams echo and then gradually subside. The challenger, covered in wounds, flees in the red dust. Order is restored, but the air still smells of blood and the unease never fades. For on this harsh plateau, today's throne can be challenged any day now. In another corner of the sky, the sun rises high in the Ethiopian sky, its golden light pouring down on the steep rocky slopes. In the distance, deep valleys appear dimly, creating a scene that is both overwhelming and harsh. A graceful figure, looming among the brick-red grass, is the Ethiopian wolf, the rarest wolf on the planet, and also the only one still existing in Africa. The Ethiopian wolf is the rarest wolf on the planet, only existing on the high plateaus of Ethiopia, over 3,000 meters high. They have a long body, bright brick-red fur mixed with white on the belly and legs, a sharp face with large upright ears, looking more like a fox than a wolf. Adults are about 1 meter long, weigh from 14 to 20 kilograms, are graceful but extremely resilient to adapt to the cold, arid mountains. Unlike wolves that hunt in large packs, Ethiopian wolves usually hunt alone or in pairs. Their prey is mainly rodents on the plateau, especially giant moles and mountain rabbits. They patiently stand motionless for hours, ears perked up listening for every little noise underground, then suddenly leap and catch their prey with a precise bite. This is the only species of wolf that almost completely depends on rodents for its survival. Ethiopian wolves usually breed seasonally, mainly from October to December, when food sources are abundant. Females dig burrows in the slopes or ravines to make nests, giving birth to 2 to 6 cubs after about 60 days of pregnancy. In particular, the entire pack, including males and non-reproductive females, helps to raise and protect the cubs, helping to increase the chances of survival in the harsh environment. Currently, there are less than 500 individuals of Ethiopian wolves left in the wild, making it the most endangered carnivore in Africa. They are considered a rare symbol of the Ethiopian plateau and are the only wolf species living in Africa. Every day that passes, they have to face not only the cold, hunger, and natural enemies, but the cycle of hunger never stops in this harsh land. The order of survival here is as fragile as a thread, and the Ethiopian wolf is a living testament to the resilience, but also full of tragedy, of life on the plateau. The sun gradually rises. The bright yellow light spreads across the steep rocky slopes. The dry wind sweeps through, stirring up clumps of red dust that float in the thin air of the plateau. In the distance, the dark cliffs are like towering walls, separating the sky and the ground. On the steep cliffs, life still clings tenaciously, challenging the harshness of Ethiopia. Among those steep cliffs, sturdy figures suddenly appear. That is, the Walia Ibex, a mountain goat endemic to Ethiopia, the masters of the dangerous cliffs. The Walia Ibex is an endemic mountain goat that only exists in the Simien Mountains, Ethiopia, at an altitude of 2,500 to 4,000 meters. Adult males are distinguished by their huge, curved horns, which can reach over 1 meter in length, curved into a crescent shape, which are both weapons and symbols of power. Their thick, dark brown fur, with lighter underparts and legs, helps them camouflage against the dark rocks. Males are usually much larger than females, weighing an average of 80 to 125 kilograms, while females weigh only about 60 kilograms. Walia ibex are herbivorous, often grazing on grass, shrub leaves, and lichens that grow on cliffs. They have excellent climbing abilities, moving quickly on steep cliffs where most large predators cannot reach. Thanks to their hard but flexible hooves, they maintain perfect balance even on precarious cliffs. The breeding season takes place at the end of the rainy season from September to November. Adult males engage in fierce battles, using their huge horns to butt each other on steep cliffs to gain the right to mate. Females give birth to a calf after about 150 to 160 days of pregnancy, usually in the dry season when conditions are safer. The calves can stand up and follow their mothers just a few hours after birth, thanks to their strong survival instincts. The Walia Ibex is the only primate found only in Ethiopia, a national symbol and once on the brink of extinction. There are only about 500 to 600 individuals left in the wild, strictly protected in the Simien Mountains National Park. They are a symbol of Ethiopia's resilience, a creature that has chosen to live in the most dangerous places to maintain its existence. But behind that grandeur lies a terrifying fragility, as their fate hangs precariously on the edge of a precipice where one slip could wipe out all life. The sun sets in the west, a golden light spilling over the dark mountainsides and sinking into the deep valleys. There, a creepy sound begins to echo, a wild laughter ripping through the silence. This land is the domain of the notorious nocturnal predators, the shadows preparing to arrive to sow chaos. From the dust at the foot of the valley, dark shadows gradually appeared. They were spotted hyenas, the notorious predators of Africa. Spotted hyenas are the largest and most common hyena species in Africa. Their muscular bodies are about 1.8 meters long and weigh from 45 to more than 80 kilograms. They have grayish-yellow fur covered with black spots. Their front legs are higher and stronger than their hind legs, creating a characteristic limping gait. The head is large and flat. The teeth are extremely strong, with the strongest bite force among terrestrial carnivores, able to crush thick bones in just one bite. Unlike the solitary image, spotted hyenas live in large packs, which can number up to more than 80 individuals. What is special is that their society is matriarchal. The females are large, aggressive, and dominate the males. They coordinate extremely effectively in hunting, often taking down large species such as antelopes, zebras, and even buffalo. Spotted hyenas are not only scavengers, but also skilled hunters. They are capable of running for dozens of kilometers, chasing their prey until they are exhausted. Once they have brought down their target, the whole pack will rush in, tearing large prey into pieces in just a few minutes. The afternoon gradually falls on the Ethiopian plateau. The red sunlight spreads like blood on the rocky mountain slopes. In the distance, a wild buffalo quietly moves towards the valley to find a water source. Next to the giant buffalo, there is a clumsy young one out of step. The hyenas have found an opportunity. In the misty bushes, bright eyes have been watching for a long time. Suddenly, they attack fiercely. In the red dust, the young buffalo fell, becoming fresh prey in the claws of ruthless predators. When the night fell on the Ethiopian plateau, only wild laughter echoed, mixed with the strong smell of blood in the wind. When the dust of the war gradually settled, the hyenas returned to their primitive rhythm of life. In this harsh matriarchal society, the females are the ones who hold absolute power. They, not the males, decide who is allowed to mate and pass on their bloodline to the next generation. After about 110 days of pregnancy, the female hyenas will seek out secluded caves or deep holes in the ground to give birth. Each litter usually has from 1 to 3 cubs. Right from birth, they have a fierce survival instinct. Wide open eyes, tiny but sharp fangs, ready to bite and tear to fight for life. Many cubs die in the cave when the fight for the right to suckle breaks out between siblings of the same litter. The survivors, protected and nurtured by the pack, will grow up to continue the cycle of life and death. Where savage laughter echoes through the night, and power always belongs to the strongest and most cruel. In fierce Ethiopia, the spotted hyena is both a sower of terror and a testament to an unchangeable law. For life to continue, death must be paid for with blood. On the Ethiopian plateau, where towering cliffs embrace the sky, life and death go hand in hand in every breath. In this harsh place, the strong are not only the survivors, but also the ones who carry the burden of continuity. What do you think is more cruel? The fight for power within the pack, or the threat from predators out there? Leave a comment below the video. And don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe so you don't miss the next wildlife survival series.